hacer. En realidad teníamos planteado un plan de viaje, porque de cerca no se podía.
أشهد
أشهد
أن لا
أن لا
إله
إله
إلا الله
إلا الله
وأشهد
وأشهد
أن
أن
محمدا
محمدا
رسول الله.
رسول الله.
I bear witness.
Hello Muslim friends of the world. Thousands of Muslims and Russian citizens flocked to the Moscow Cathedral Mosque, crowding the entrances to form long lines. Those who attended did not only come to perform Friday prayers, but also because of their high curiosity about Islam. This event is part of the Open Mosque Day program organized by the Russian Council of Muftis, aimed at introducing Islam to the wider community. This program provides an opportunity for anyone, both Muslims and non-Muslims, to learn more about Islam, its history in Russia, and its contribution to local culture and society. We want to show the Russian people that Islam is a peaceful and loving religion, said Sheikh Ravil Ganettin, chairman of the Russian Council of Muftis. By opening the doors of the mosque, we hope to reduce misunderstandings and strengthen interfaith relations in this country. Visitors were treated to various interesting activities, such as tours around the mosque, an Arabic calligraphy exhibition, and a question-and-answer session with leading imams. Not a few visitors were interested in studying Islamic teachings after interacting directly with the scholars. Initially I was just curious about mosques and Islam, but after listening to a short lecture, I felt like there was a lot I didn't know, said Anna, a non-Muslim visitor. It was an eye-opening experience. The public's enthusiasm for learning more about Islam reflects the growing interest in the religion in Russia, a country with a long history of interaction between different religions and cultures. Although Islam is the second largest religion in Russia after Orthodox Christianity, many citizens still have limited knowledge about it. The event is expected to be a positive step in promoting religious tolerance and building bridges of understanding between different groups in Russia. An extraordinary event took place in Moscow this weekend, when hundreds of Russians decided to embrace Islam after attending the Open Mosque Day program at the Moscow Cathedral Mosque. The event, which was originally intended to introduce Islam to the wider community, turned out to have a much greater impact than expected. After interacting directly with the clerics and delving deeper into the teachings of Islam, many of the visitors were touched by the messages of peace, justice, and wisdom conveyed in this religion. The initial curiosity that brought them to the mosque turned into a deep interest in learning more about Islam. One of the most memorable moments occurred when several non-Muslims, who initially came with curiosity, volunteered to recite the Shahada, the declaration of faith in Islam. The ceremony took place solemnly and was witnessed by hundreds of other worshippers. I feel like I've found the right path, said Ivan Petrov, one of the new converts. I've been searching for the meaning of life, and today I found it in Islam. Sheikh Ravil Ganettin, chairman of the Russian Council of Muftis, welcomed the decision of the new converts. This is proof that Islam is a universal religion and can be accepted by anyone, anywhere. We welcome our new brothers with open arms and will support them on their spiritual journey. This phenomenon shows that amidst diversity and differences, there is still room for dialogue and deeper understanding. The decision of hundreds of Russians to embrace Islam is expected to strengthen social ties and increase interfaith tolerance in the country. With more Russians becoming interested in and eventually embracing Islam, it seems the religion will continue to grow in a country with a long history of intercultural and interfaith interaction. It is hoped that programs such as the Open Mosque Day will continue, opening the door for more people to learn more about Islam. In a statement that surprised many, Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his belief that Islam will become the #1 religion in Russia in the coming decades. The remarks came at an international conference on interfaith dialogue held in Moscow this weekend. Putin said that demographic trends and the increasing number of converts in Russia indicate a major change in the country's religious landscape. Islam is not only an integral part of Russian history, but it is also a rapidly growing religion, Putin told religious leaders from various countries. President Putin also stressed the importance of Islam's role in shaping a more inclusive and tolerant Russian society. I believe that with this consistent growth, Islam will become the largest religion in Russia. But what is more important is how we, as a nation, can live together in harmony and respect each other, he added. Putin's statement has drawn mixed reactions from various groups, both inside and outside Russia. Many see it as an acknowledgement of the Muslim community's significant contribution to the country's development, especially in regions such as Tatarstan and Chechnya, where Islam is already the majority religion. On the other hand, some more conservative groups see the statement as a sign of a major shift in the religious dynamics in Russia, which has long been dominated by Orthodox Christianity. However, analysts say the move is in line with Putin's political strategy of strengthening national unity by embracing all religious groups in Russia. Putin is very realistic about Russia's future, said Alexander Prokhorov, a Russian political analyst. He understands that Islam plays an important role in the country's social and political balance, and he wants to ensure that all citizens, regardless of their religion, feel respected and recognized. Putin's remarks come amid growing interest in Islam among Russians, as seen by a surge in the number of new converts in recent years. With more and more people embracing Islam, it is no surprise that the religion continues to grow and may one day become the largest religion in Russia. Mosques across Russia are now experiencing a significant surge in visitors, making them places of spiritual and social activity. This phenomenon has emerged as the number of Muslims in Russia has increased, both from the existing Muslim population and from new converts to Islam in recent years. Moscow Cathedral Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Russia, is a witness to this change. Every day, the mosque is filled with thousands of worshippers who come to perform the 5 daily prayers, attend sermons, or simply seek inner peace. On Fridays, the mosque is often packed to the outside, with worshippers coming from all over the city.